All right, this will be follow along upper body workout number one. This routine doesn't require any equipment, just a bench or a chair, something for this first stretch. We're gonna work on thoracic extension, some lat stretch. You're gonna place your elbows on the edge of a bench or a chair. Bring your knees back. When you're in the final position, you want your thighs about perpendicular to the floor. So you don't want to be too close to the bench. Bring the knees back and then reach forward. Place your elbows on the edge of the chair or the couch. Interlock your fingers. Shift your hips back and drive your chest to the floor. And try to get your head underneath or below the bench or the chair. And then bend the elbows and get your fist behind your head. Once we're in this position, kind of get set, try to relax. Now we're going to take a big breath in. Inhale. Exhale and drive the chest to the floor. And remember, we're looking to get that extension in the upper back. You don't want to hyperextend the lower back. Kind of drive your ribs down a little bit. Keep your core somewhat engaged and the low back flat. And try to just extend the upper back. So now that we're in this position, we're going to hold here. Try to relax for 30 more seconds. Breathe. Let that chest drive to the ground. Another deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, blow it out. Let's hold for 10 more seconds. Try to drop a little lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up. All right. Now, sticking with the upper back, we're gonna do a thoracic extension again a little bit, but more working on rotation. So we're gonna get on all fours. You could sit back, sit your hips back onto your heels. So we take the low back out of the movement. And now put your hands on the floor. The movement's gonna be right hand behind your head. You are going to look up at the ceiling, try to look almost behind you, and then come down and thread the needle. You're gonna put your hand through and almost like you're trying to touch your ear to the ground and look up at the ceiling, rotate, and repeat. All right, we're gonna do 8 on the right, 8 on the left. Let's start with the right. Up to the ceiling, down and rotate. And again, up to the ceiling, thread the needle, up to the ceiling, thread the needle. That's 3. This is 4. Try to get a little bigger range of motion each time. 5. Don't forget to breathe. 6. 7. And 8 to the ceiling. Let's take a big deep breath. Exhale. Get a little extra range. And thread the needle. Inhale. Exhale. And get more range of motion. Awesome. Now left side. Different angle. Left hand on the head. Look up at the ceiling, rotate, and thread the needle. 1. Up at the ceiling, rotate, thread the needle. 2. Up to the ceiling, thread the needle, get that ear to the floor, look up at the ceiling. 3. thread the needle. 4, back up to the ceiling, thread the needle. 5, going 3 more. 6, last 2, increase that range of motion. 7, now on this last one, let's look up at the ceiling, hold for a second, take a big breath in, exhale, and increase the range of motion. And thread the needle, hold, inhale, reach a little further and exhale. All right. Now we are going to go into a pec stretch. You can lay right here on the floor. You're gonna go face down, think like a clock. You're gonna put your right hand between 2 and 3 on the clock. Feet together. Left arm is like you're about to perform a single arm push-up. What you're gonna do, let me get my stopwatch. What you're gonna do is push up with the left, rotate, look to the ceiling, take your left leg and drop it over to the other side if you can. If you need to adjust a little bit, that's fine. Now from here, just relax. And we're gonna go for 30 seconds. Don't forget to breathe. If you want to increase the range, just push more with that left hand so you can rotate a little bit more and look over your shoulder at the ceiling. Don't forget to breathe. Gonna hold for 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, push a little further. 1, relax. Slowly come out of that. Now, place your left arm like we are between 9 and 10 on the clock. Right arm like you're gonna do a single arm push-up. Push yourself up with that right arm, rotate, let the right foot drop over to the other side if you can. Get settled, make any little adjustments you need to make, and just hold here. Looking up at that ceiling. Do your best to breathe. If it's too much of a stretch, try to place more of your weight on your right arm. And then to increase the stretch, let the load go more onto the left. Use your best judgment. We're gonna hold for 5 more seconds. Try to relax, get a little bit further if you can. Look over that shoulder to the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come out of that. All right. Now we're going to go into the old sleeper stretch. We'll start with the right arm. You're going to lay on your right side. You want to get that elbow at about 90 degrees in line with the shoulder and roll your body over. So you're blocking that shoulder. You have weight on the back of your shoulder. Now, with your left hand, gently push down till you feel a nice stretch and hold right there. We're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. I like to try to get my wrist and bring it in towards my body a little bit. And then try to push down a little bit further. Still try to keep weight on the back of that shoulder so you're not cheating. Breathing through these. Let's hold 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come out of that. Now let's go over to the other side. Same thing, gonna be on your left side. Elbow at 90 degrees. Roll your weight over so you're pinning that shoulder down. Grab the back of your wrist with your right arm. Keep the weight on that shoulder and push down. Let me get this clock. All right, we're gonna hold for about 30 seconds. Same thing, to increase the intensity of this stretch, instead of just pushing down, you could also bring your hand, your wrist towards your stomach and push down. You'll feel a big difference. Breathe. Let's go 10 more seconds. 5, 4, push a little further. 3, 2, 1. Time. Come out slow. All right, and to finish, it's gonna lay on our stomach. Get a little movement now. And we're gonna go Blackburns. Internal and external rotation. We're gonna go with the hands behind our head. And then in the handcuff position behind the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, bring the elbows together at the end of each rep, hold for a split second, and then back to the starting position. All right, we're gonna do 8. Hands behind the head, glutes are tight. Here we go. Back into that handcuff position. 1, back to the head. And 2, squeeze. And 3, 4, 5, squeeze the shoulder blades and elbows together. 6, keep those hands high. 7, squeeze, hands back behind the head. And last one, 8, squeeze, hold, and back behind the head. Done.